Party people! Tag team back again.
Checking the record. Let's begin.
Dang, dude, you getting crazy?
Dude, it's getting crazy in here. Listen,
Already, dude.
I just want to let you know,
getting crazy.
I had 2 shots and 2 beers last night. Damn. And I regretted it. Regretted it all day.
So you're saying Hank didn't pop out this time, like last time?
Hank doesn't even exist anymore, dude. I couldn't even.
He existed 2 weeks ago. If I remember
Did,
correctly.
Did he? Because I don't remember.
What Rabbit was saying. I don't remember.
Anyways,
like Bruce Banner, but you can't remember becoming Hank.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Just wake up next to a deer with its throat ripped out. Just like, I gotta stop drinking. Less than 2 beers. I gotta focus on 1 next time. Anyways, guys, welcome to the secret show. How do I say that? It's the show that nobody knows about. But we'd like for it to be a show that's on your permanent watch list. Anyways, my name is Michael, a.k.a. Rickshaw, and you are nerding out with Rickshaw. And you're also nerding out with...
Guys, I'm Fuzz.
What's up, nerds? It's Rabbit.
And I am Toby, the producer, trying to produce stuff. Having a hard time right now since I'm in the room with everyone.
Yeah.
Me.
This is the first time in a while that Toby is here live with me and Rabbit. And Fuzz is the one that's at home. You at home?
It's wonderful.
I know, it is wonderful. Isn't it?
I was down there in around the Austin area with you for 3 days. I remember why I hated going down there, and it wasn't you. It's just because there's too many people, and it's stupid. It shouldn't take 30 minutes to go 5 miles. That's all I'm saying.
I just think that you're probably just thinking about how you could be at home, and then you're making every decision on that.
Rabbit. When you got in the car when we went and played golf, what did I say? There's no reason it should take 20 minutes to drive 7 miles. Did I not say that, Rabbit?
That's true.
Multiple times.
Listen, high risk, high reward, bro. You know, you gotta fucking risk it to get the biscuit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love biscuits.
You gotta risk it to get the bisquick. You know what I'm saying?
I love pancakes too, bro. Damn, boy.
But yeah, guys, we had a tough week. You know, we had a tough week for things that are supposed to make us happy, and then everyone is mad. How did you describe it, Rabbit? You were like, you know what? A new Linkin Park song came out.
Oh yeah, I was happy for 10 hours. 10 hours from like 7:15 p.m. or like no, whenever that song came out to the next morning when Fuzz texted saying, "Oh, she's a Scientologist. She's like everybody hates her." I was like, we couldn't have.
We couldn't fucking have nice things. We can't have anything nice. It's like, well, you know what? I actually went back 1,000 years on the internet and found that your great-great-grandpa molested a chicken. And guess what?
Did he? It'll make it weird.
Yeah. And then they're like, and because of that fucking chicken, we don't like who... You know what? Let's step back a minute. Mike Shinoda, you don't need to continue this fucking band. You need to fucking make a new band. It's so stupid that you would ever... Linkin Park was the whole band, or Chester was the whole band. He wrote all the instruments. He sang all the parts. He rapped all the raps. That was the band. Why would you continue? Right? Anyways, I'm ranting because these are like random shits that everybody says on the internet. I've been through so many comments that are just like... I went through a 5-minute hole that was like, they should have just quit the band. Chester was the band. And then someone's like, actually, Mike, is the main writer. It's really his band. He's always been the business guy. Him and Han, and they were the ones that recruited Chester. And then it was like, no, you stupid pieces of shit. Chester was the band. And then someone else is like, okay, I can agree, but Chester was the heart of the band. And then someone else is like, well, they're still honoring him. And then his son came out and is like, no, his legacy is being erased in real time. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you? Let's just start with how you feel about it from releasing a new song. Let's start there, okay?
Okay.
New song,
Oh.
new singer, Emily
So
Armstrong, the girl that sings. In
that
Dead
her last
Sarah.
name? I don't remember her last name.
Right. But
It's Emily
new
Armstrong.
song,
Emily Armstrong. Yeah.
Emily Armstrong, new song, Fuzz. What do you think?
Oh, last week, Obi and I kind of got super excited because they were streaming that show.
Uh-huh.
But it was really sick to go see. I'm kind of like Rabbit. Like it was cool for 10 hours, and then I opened Twitter the next morning and was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I don't care about Scientology thing. There's things about some of the stuff that I read. Okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Me personally, I thought it was cool. However, it's just hard to listen to Linkin Park without Chester. Like, I don't know, man. I want to be so mean, but at the same time, I get where, like, Mike Shinoda and those guys are coming from. Wanting to bring it back and, like, just make music again and all this other stuff. But, like, just chill, guys. Y'all motherfuckers on the internet. God damn. I mean, again, whatever what she did, the stuff that people are saying, like the guy from At the Drive-Ins and Mars Volta, he's speaking out, all this stuff. Okay, yeah, it's fucked up, but like, come on, like, just really.
Well, about that,
took
we've all
2
supported.
hours.
We've all supported our friends before, and turned out they were pieces of shit. And then you don't support them anymore, and that's exactly what she did. I don't think she should be held accountable for that.
Yeah.
Scientology, it's like whatever. Everybody has their own religion.
She was also indoctrinated into that.
Yeah,
Her
she was
parents
born into
were, like,
that.
balls
yeah.
deep in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was
so
born
had
into
no
it. She's
choice
like
in
second
that.
generation Scientology.
Yeah, it's like no one's ever complained about so-and-so being a Christian.
Don't care. Yeah.
like, you
Like,
know what I mean?
yeah, Scott Stapp's Christian. I'm not gonna listen to Creed anymore.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Or like even to like rally.
Everybody loves Creed right now.
You're like trying to rally people, behind that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this bitch it was born into a religion. Everyone crucify her, everyone. And it's like, and then there's also things that are like, everyone who's ever denounced Scientology, bad things happen. And it's like,
I mean, Scientology is bullshit, but
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
personally,
but yeah, she
most religion is
oh yeah, absolutely.
it's
But
pretty
as-
wacky.
If we're just talking strictly Linkin Park and
Yeah.
a new song, and the new song is a banger. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I love the new song.
Deny
I think
it
it's
all
tight.
you want. You're a fucking idiot. And you're not an actual Linkin Park fan. Because when they did the AI version of the same song with Chester, it sounds exactly like Linkin Park. And that's probably the best song they've written in over a decade.
Yeah.
Hands down, easily. So just get over it. It's a good song. Stop trying to convince me that the song is bad, because it's not.
Right. I think it's a banger too.
Also, and then we want to talk about Chester's legacy. Like, I feel like they waited long enough. They did it respectfully. They paid tribute to Chester with the live stream. Like, they did all the songs. She nailed it. She killed it the whole time. Like, she's an incredible vocalist. And yeah, I guess that's my opinion. I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah. I
And
think
everybody
it's-
who's hating on it
opinion,
is
man.
just a hater.
Well, and like the most, okay, so the one, you could not like something, and that's great. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I listened to it, I gave it a shot, I don't like it. Totally understand that. But I've definitely talked to a few people that are like, got halfway through it, and then I just decided to listen to old Linkin Park. And it's like, that, you know what I mean? Like, in a job situation, whenever like a boss is like, hey, did you go through your training program? I got halfway through it and decided to listen to old Linkin Park. That means you did not take the proper time to even try. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the part where I'm like, just give it a shot, dude. I get hating it afterwards. I get that it's different. I grew up on Linkin Park. I literally went to like a show where they opened for Dope in like a 300 cap room, and there was hardly anyone there. It was like, I mean, there was probably 200 people there or something, but Linkin Park was chilling. I mean, imagine Linkin Park being at the level of chilling at the merch stand. And I went up and talked to them, super tight, whatever. And I was there. And then they blew up. And then they did their thing. And so it's like one of those things where I'm like, I get it. I fucking was there watching a show before the album even like came out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a fan. But I get to this point now and I'm like, I would prefer having more Linkin Park than less. So I personally wasn't a fan of some of their later albums. The last two were like very radio rock to me. And this one seems like, you know, like Meteora kind of vibes with like the faster fucking, you know, pace stuff. But yeah. And sorry, Toby, give us some thoughts on what you think.
Well, okay, so I did watch the live stream, and I think that's really what helped me with once all this stuff started coming out, because I had already had my opinion from the get-go with the performance, the live stream, and she sounded awesome. Now, it did sound halfway through, because they did probably 16 songs or so, and she might have been a little blown out by the end of it, because, you know.
Right. It'd be like that.
Yeah, well, you know, you're trying to perform the best to show off the first performance.
Yeah.
But she sounded great, and I liked her. Then I heard all the things, and then she made her statement. And like, you know, like Rabbit was saying a second ago, you stand behind a friend, you know, because you're like, oh, I'm with this person. I've hung out with them. Like, I've hung out with Mike. And you know, if I find out he's a chicken fucker, like he doesn't fuck chickens around me. So like I had no idea that this was happening. You know, so it's one of those things of like I can defend his character because I'm friends with him, and like he doesn't fuck chickens in front of me. But I don't know what he does behind closed doors, so it doesn't seem like something he would do.
Yeah.
But he does fuck chickens, so I don't know. I'm okay. I feel like
it was Grandpa.
Oh, it was Grandpa. I'm sorry.
But yeah, if you find out your friend fucks chickens, and you might want not be their friend anymore.
Right.
But if you never find out,
or maybe you want to be best friends.
But that's exactly how I feel. I feel like she was like, look, I didn't know that he was doing these things, or it was hard to believe because that's my friend. You don't want to believe these awful allegations of your friend, you know? The Scientology thing, like y'all said, it's whatever. It's religion. Yeah. Everyone's got their religion.
I mean, I still watch Mission Impossible. I'm still going to watch Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if he's Scientologist
I'll watch
or not.
Tom Cruise jump off of anything he wants.
I could, yeah.
So I'm good with it.
Yeah,
I thought she sounded good. The new song's awesome. I haven't listened to the AI version yet. I need to listen to that to see how it sounds. But yeah, I think she's
crazy.
I think it's going to be fine. I think people are freaking out.
This might be a hot take. I don't know, but I kind of think doing Chester's voice AI is almost more disrespectful than having a new vocalist sing his songs.
Right.
100%.
It's funny though because I did read those. I went through a few comments on that page that had the AI, and it literally was back and forth. Even on there, right? It was like. This is a huge disrespect to Chester, and then the next comment is, "Thank you for doing this. Like, I really wanted to hear it." Like, you know, like, and it was like,
I mean, I am torn because it's great to hear Chester's voice like that, but also I do think it's kind of.
Also, we don't trust robots, do we, Fuzz?
Oh fuck no! You want a Terminator?
No, this is how you get Terminator.
He's like,
This is how you get Terminator.
crawling in. Oh no, it's a Chester bot.
So, the most disappointing thing for me though is the announcement of like drummer. What's his name? Mike Borden, whatever.
Mm.
He's not coming back. He started distancing himself from the band for a while.
Yeah, they said since Chester passed, he'd just been more and more distant. So,
and then the guitar player's not going to tour; he's just going to be a studio musician. So for me, it's like, well, if y'all aren't touring, you guys are just really playing like big stadium shows, like 10 or something. Why not do the 10 shows, man? Like, don't you think your fans deserve that? Now, I know if you're like, that's the hardest problem for me, is that it's reason I kind of agreed with some people that were like, oh, change the name, start another band. It's not really Linkin Park.
I mean,
however, no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, those guys all brought certain things to the table.
Yeah.
And-
But
at
it's
the same
it's
time,
nothing new for a band, though. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
Yeah,
where I was going.
bands change members all the time.
That's where I
it's
was
like,
going.
yeah. Go ahead.
Swear
Sorry.
to God, if I have to say that's where I'm going one more fucking time.
Say it.
Where I'm going.
Thank you.
No, like you mentioned that in our group chat, and I was like, damn, that you guys got a good fucking point. And so I got over that pretty quick. I was just a fan of their drummer, the guitar player, whatever, but their drummer was really cool. But like, as far as the sound and everything, I thought it sounded great. Nobody's going to be as good as Chester. Go ahead and just accept that. People really just need to accept that. Otherwise, it's fucking, I thought it was dope. Aside from the Scientology bullshit, all that other stuff, whatever, I thought it was dope. And I remember I was like stoked to be watching it. I was laying on my bed watching it like a kid again, watching videos that you downloaded, bands playing live. Like, that shit was awesome.
Reading
it was cool.
Circus magazine, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ripping out
Hit
the page
Parader
with
and
Chester.
shit.
Putting it on
Yeah,
your wall.
boy.
So what band did she come from?
Dead Sarah.
And Sarah.
Were y'all fans of I've never heard of
Yeah.
Dead Sarah until
I saw them play in Dallas once.
I was on Warped Tour with them.
They,
And I would always hear her. I'd always hear their set, like, every time I would, like, be walking, Warped Tour is very random, but there's just certain bands when you're, like, going to get food, and you always end up walking in front of their stage hearing them. So, but they sounded sick. I mean,
Yep.
okay. I probably should check them out just, for further.
It's like it's like more like rock and roll style
Yeah,
music. It's not like
it's like hippie, like hippie trippy, jam kind of stuff. But, like, definitely she was the standout, for that band, because she was a fucking sick vocalist.
Where's the rest of that band?
I don't know.
Not in Linkin Park.
not in Linkin Park.
They're just at the park.
They went to the wrong park.
Dude, my favorite comment or my favorite video so far was like remember when society peaked? Whenever we had Linkin Park playing over robots fighting,
Yeah.
like, that hit me hard. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
seriously.
Like that, I felt that.
We before that meme even came out, me and Rabbit were talking about Linkin Park shit before all this shit came up, because there was a point in time I was like, did you ever listen to Meteora? And Rabbit was like, I think I listened to some of it, but I don't remember listening all the way through all of the time or whatever. So we started jamming it, but then we were talking about how after, I was like, that was honestly, to me, that was the last really great Linkin Park song, was fucking the Transformers soundtrack.
Yeah.
Fucking and then fucking Optimus being like, this is the fight of our lives. We must be ready. And it's like, they need to throw that shit on the track, dude. They need to do that.
Right?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I think people are freaking out about. I mean, some of it, I guess they had a right to freak out about, but the sound, and I'm only talking about the sound. The other bullshit, whatever. I thought the sound was good, man. Like,
Yeah.
people bitching about the sound. Oh, they're so terrible. I'm not blah blah blah. I thought it was great.
Yeah, and okay, somebody else was like, I just can't get behind why they had to pitch shift the tuning up or tune up, and pitch shift all the fucking keyboard parts and tracks to be higher just so she can match. And it's like, that's not uncommon for a band to do here and there. Like, especially more radio rock band. Like, they switch tunings all the time to, like, make their singer take it easy instead of reaching for a lot of that stuff. I mean, I can't give you an example because I'm in metal mostly. So it's like I'm sure, but still, I'm sure that there's mainstream metal bands that might fucking tune up just to fucking give themselves a break for the vocals. But it's just like everyone has every excuse, but there's also a counter excuse too. You know what I mean? Like everyone keeps saying like you should just break up, and it's like in what world do you get to decide what the band does?
Right.
You know what I mean?
The band well, first of all, the band did break up. They went on hiatus, right?
Yeah.
So they decided it was time. They spent enough time away, to be respectful, and they came back, It's the band gets to decide what the band does, like not the fans, not the family. Like the son of Chester was getting pissed off apparently.
Yeah.
Like it's not your band, dude. I'm sorry. I know it was your dad.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you, but it's not your place to tell the band what to do.
I mean, if my dad was in a band, I would be mad at whoever took his spot. You know what I mean?
It's like
I get that you're his son, but also, why are you fucking replacing my dad? And then, but it's fucking ridiculous to say like that they are erasing his legacy in real time.
Yeah.
Can you find a song on the internet? Because if you
what does that
can,
even mean?
it's not erasing
What are you
his
talking
legacy.
about?
Yeah.
He's still in a bunch of live videos.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
You can still enjoy all your favorite songs with Chester in
Yeah.
it. So
it's like
this is a new
Star
chapter.
Wars fans. I feel like it's Star Wars fans.
Fuck
It's
Star
the
Wars.
same
it is.
Star Wars fans that are Linkin Park fans right now that are like, you're ruining the legacy.
well,
It's just diehard fans.
Yeah.
That's what it's diehards who like live and bleed this stuff.
Mm.
And it's all they have,
Yeah, but
obviously. They
that's-
have nothing else. So they're like pissed off. Like they think in their minds that Linkin Park owes them something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Star Wars fans, they think that Star Wars owes them something. And they don't owe them shit. They can do whatever they want to do. Like I get not liking stuff, but that Linkin Park owes nobody anything.
Well, it's crazier
And
to me too that like some of these people probably have never played in a band, have never played an instrument, have never fucking sang a song. You know what I mean? Like had never even karaoke'd, don't know business, don't know what it's like to tour, don't know what it's like to set up your gear, don't know don't know what it's like to run your MySpace or I say MySpace to run your
That old.
yes, exactly,
That old.
exactly. And they were probably running their own MySpace at a point in time because they're that old. You know what I mean? Like run your own Instagram, run your own blah blah blah. Like start a business. And those same people that have done absolutely none of that is like, I think you should break up. I think that you should not become a band anymore. Your friend killed himself, and it's done with him. You know what I mean? And it's like, why do you think that?
There's a full band that have put blood, sweat, and tears into the entire band.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is kind of silly to think that everyone would just be like, okay, well, we can't do this anymore because they all still exist in this world, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't hate them for doing it.
Especially with like a band with new metal roots that became this big is insane. So like when you're already an anomaly, why would you just hang it up? You know what I mean? Like at any point, especially whenever like we've observed and heard that other members, Mike and Joe, are supposedly like the driving force of the entire band from the beginning. And so it's like, wow, just blows my mind that someone...
also just like on top of this whole like erasing people's legacies by singing their songs, didn't Chester take over vocals for Soundgarden?
Yeah.
When what's his face killed himself?
Was it
because
Soundgarden or was it
or whatever?
I know he was in Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh yeah, Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilots, yeah.
Whichever one. But like
Chester Bennington wasn't jerking off in a park. Like,
well, Chester
the dude
himself,
from
like,
Stone Temple
yeah, I don't know.
Pilots.
Well, he did what?
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what you just talked about. What was that?
Scott Weiland, don't y'all remember him getting caught jerking off in his car?
Really?
Anybody remembers that?
No.
No, I don't know.
Allegedly?
Look it up.
Look it up.
I'll say allegedly, but yeah, it's a legit thing.
That's like,
Yeah.
remember, wasn't it Jason Sudeikis in Fucking hall pass. Goes out in his
Dude,
car.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, also I've said this one recently is like those same people though that would probably say like change your band name would show up to your new band and be like, play a Linkin Park song. You know what I mean?
Or they wouldn't show up because it's not Linkin Park.
yeah. Start a new band. Oh, I'm out of here.
I'm not going to that. That's not Linkin Park. What the hell? Also, okay, I'm going to preface this with I think Chester is one of my favorite vocalists of all time. I love him to death. I respect his legacy. But if you want to talk about erasing your legacy, like if you want to get super brutal about it, like he's the one that erased his own legacy. Let's be real honest about that. He could be with us right now singing those songs, and he chose not to. So if it's anybody's fault, it's his.
Right.
And I know that's super brutal to say.
It is.
It's
brutal,
honest.
It's hard. It's hard to a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah,
it's an honest take that no
But-
one really wants to acknowledge.
right.
Exactly.
If you want me to go down the conspiracy theory podcast, I will.
The what?
Oh God, I can't find it.
We can turn this into a conspiracy theory if you guys really want to, but I don't want to. It's a whole thing.
About the
It's a whole thing.
the
Chester,
child.
and, yeah, Chester and Chris Cornell and Paul Walker, all that stuff. But again, I'm not going to bring that up because whatever. It is what it is.
Hey, I think
I agree with you.
We're gonna do some stuff in October with conspiracy stuff. I think so. Maybe we can touch on that then.
Ooh, I'll touch it.
Ooh,
No,
yeah.
Rabbit, I agree with you. I don't care how brutal it is. It's the truth. Like, no, he was fighting demons. We all
Yeah,
fight
of course.
demons. You know, we all deal with it however we have to deal with it. But like, I didn't want him to kill himself.
Yeah.
No,
You know?
I would prefer
I
to.
wish he could
I would
have found
prefer
peace.
Yeah. I would prefer that he's here right now
Right.
with us and he could sing the songs himself. That would be my preference, obviously. But
Right, but it didn't work.
it didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
And this is
So-
what we have now.
So
Yeah.
like, I mean, all in all, people should just be happy that they're back.
Yeah.
They could have gotten a replacement that was bad, like really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They could have just, or everybody's like, oh, they could just use tracks. Really?
No.
That'd be
No,
That
boring.
would be absolutely
Yeah.
That
terrible.
would be so dumb.
Unless you're doing a
Maybe for a
hologram.
show or two. Yeah, maybe for a show or two.
Well, and I was
don't know,
I was
man.
telling the guys this earlier too. Like, there's the old Zero EP, like before they were Linkin Park, I like came across it online, and probably because all the Linkin Park buzz right now. But some of those songs were the songs that later went on the full length Hybrid Theory, and all of it was written, and it was before Chester. So it's like even the vocal melodies were written, but they were different lyrics. So it's like when they recruited Chester, it seemed like one of the dudes in the band had already worked on all the vocal melodies. So, you know, I'm sure that Mike probably has something to do with a lot of those vocal melodies, especially hearing the new song. You know what I mean? So it's like we can't. Yeah, he was great and he fucking sang it well, but like maybe he didn't even write some of those melodies.
He's not the entire
Right, yeah.
band. That's the point.
Yeah, that's the point.
There's a whole nother band behind Chester, and they have
Yeah.
just as much say in what happens with the band as,
Right.
you know.
And Shinoda, like, if you ever watched any of the, there was a Meteora DVD, one of those 2 CD packs that came with like. the
I got that.
extras. Yeah, dude, it talks about Mike Shinoda's in the studio, like, talking about how he wrote this song and how he wrote the beat for this song, and like, also, was the band on an album with Jay-Z, or was Mike Shinoda Chester on a band with Jay-Z? I'm serious. Like,
Right.
like really think about that, because dude, Shinoda's a genius, man. Really, musically, the guy is so awesome. And my main thing is talk about how dope it is to see Mike Shinoda still rocking cargo pants. Like, it never went anywhere.
Yeah.
Respect, dude.
They all had
Respect.
some pretty unique styles that
the
they've
90s are
kept.
back, baby.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, I mean, does fucking what's his name? Is it Rob? Is that the guitarist? He's still wearing those fucking big ass headphones.
I didn't see the headphone. No, because they all have in-ears
Yeah, I
now.
didn't see the headphones.
He didn't have the
anymore.
headphone. I didn't think it was him at first. And
Oh.
then I looked a little closer and was like, oh, it was him. Okay.
What on the live? On the live, it wasn't him. It was.
Wasn't him?
No, it was in the video. It's still him, and he, apparently he wrote all the album guitars too. But it was a replacement in the all the live shows so far.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. I didn't think it was him.
Right.
Whatever. It's cool.
Yeah, I just wish people would enjoy things. That's
Yeah.
the biggest overarching subject is like we can't enjoy anything anymore.
Can't have nice things.
Everything is just bad. Like everybody just hates everything now, no
Well,
matter what.
it's
And
harder-
I just want to like stuff again. I wish
Yeah.
we could all just like
Same.
stuff again.
Same. Because it's hard enough to get something new in that everybody likes, and so everyone relies on nostalgia.
Yeah.
And then it's like we have something nostalgic come back, and it's like this ain't this ain't it, motherfuckers. Like, yeah,
You ruined it.
Yeah.
You ruined the legacy.
yeah,
But
Shut
let's
up.
talk about some of this shit with bands who, I'll say Korn, right?
Mhm.
Korn wrote 3 albums without Head.
Mhm.
It was terrible. And then Head came back. It's still not that good.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
real,
yeah.
truthfully.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you bands like that, they either come back together, the original lineup, they write a new record, and you're just like, wow, that is fucking awful.
Yeah.
That is terrible. And then it's a different thing. It's different. They're not trying to be the same they were
Uh-huh.
because they were kind of like forming to her style. They had, she's got a different style than Chester did. So it's like, it's actually good music. Now, like these other bands, like I don't know, I could go on. There's so many bands that like different members and it never sounded good again.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we're just going to play our old stuff because we know nobody wants to hear our new stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount though of people though that like when the singer changes, like everyone is just like, nope, fuck them, right? And then, but then the
Sounds personal,
whole,
Mike.
but the whole, yeah. Well, yeah. But then listen to this though. Literally every other person in the band could be switched around, and they're just like, love this band, still my favorite. Still the greatest, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like everyone in the band is gone, dude. The entire band is gone. Like, you even got bands out there, like Amir, where it's like the entire band is different, and there's a whole new band, and you could tell when you listen to the music. And people are still just like, fuck yeah, Amir, dude.
See,
Norma Jean, Pace the
No.
Day.
Yeah, dude, Norma Jean, no one cares about them. They stopped being good once Josh quit the band, dude. We all-
Yeah, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
That's
bro.
not true.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
That's cool.
Look at
That's cool.
Under Oath. When Dallas quit the band, Under Oath went to shit.
They went
That-
they went under. They went under, dude. Oh, that's good
Got
stuff. Yeah.
That
But-
was in the chamber for a while, boys.
Dude, but like, what's the deal though with that album cover, that Linkin Park album cover? I think that's what every album cover is gonna look like in 20 years.
What,
dude.
can you pull it up? Because I forgot what it looked like. I know it looks like water or something, like bubbles
To
or
me,
something.
the first thing I thought of, what did I think of, Fuzz, whenever I saw that album cover? What other band released an album recently that looks similar to that?
Hold on, let me. I feel like we talked about it, but I also feel like I forgot. Got to see the album. Where's it at?
Let's see here. Hold on. Let me look.
I feel like it looks like bubbles or something. That's all I can remember.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
don't
blue?
remember it.
Was
It's
it
pink.
It's
watery?
See, I'm way off,
Yeah,
guys.
it looks like water spots or something. Who did it remind you of?
It reminded me of fucking.
You remind me of what
Eternal Blue.
Oh, Spirit Box.
Yeah. You got this?
Okay.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
See this album cover?
Their Spirit Box is so hot right now. Why wouldn't you want to copy everything they do?
Let's try. I feel like it's gonna be on the screen, and I'm gonna type something, and it's gonna be like all sorts of sex.
I got it. It reminds me of the My Ticket Home album. I think I'm trying to look it up.
Ticket Home.
Yeah,
done.
that's a.
See, look.
Yeah, there's this second My Ticket Home album, which was their like weird new metal album before everyone went new metal.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back on this
Yeah.
computer here?
Hold on, let me.
Toby.
Yeah, I'm trying. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah.
No.
Kinda
I
similar.
see it, dude. See it.
It's just one's purple and one's blue. Okay.
But yeah, I guess that's modern metal. Fucking simplistic design. But yeah, I mean, I'm still stoked for it. I can't wait to hear the full album. Hopefully,
Me too.
You know, what would be so sick is if they had some back to form rap verses and then singing choruses.
Oh, dude, you know
and some
Shinoda can't make a record without rapping on it, dude.
And Han,
You know we're
and Han
gonna get
actually
a-
scratches.
on a
Yeah,
Han,
yeah.
Dude, we're gonna get a Han
Yeah.
song, Mr. Han. Dude, you know
Han-
we're getting one
bro,
of those.
the Han song.
The Han song.
Han, Han, Han,
Han
Han, Han.
Oh, dude, I think it's gonna be tight. I can't wait till the record comes out. What's gonna suck is if it sucks.
Yeah.
That is gonna
Know what I'm
suck.
saying?
Yeah, that would.
If there's
suck.
only a couple of good songs or something, a couple good
There
singles.
has to be
Yeah,
there has to be so many bangers though. It's 7 years in the making, and the first one
You
came
say
out
that.
fucking hot.
Yeah, the first one
Yeah.
comes out real
Say
hot.
that.
Came out hot. It better not be like No House of Dragons season 2. Came out hot as fuck on the first episode, and then the rest of the season was like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Oh, the credits. Okay.
Oh, that's it? It's over? Okay.
But yeah, can you imagine though being the DJ and they're like, "Hey, can you record your parts today?" And you're like, and then you're like, "I could do it better. I could do it better than that.
Give me another.
Give me another shot.
Scratch.
Run me back. Run me back."
Yo. Run me back.
And then you're
Honestly,
like, "Hey,
isn't-
put the click on. Put the fucking click on."
Dude, that would be so fun to watch that. I would pay money to watch it, dude.
Put the
No,
fucking
no,
click
no,
on.
no.
Oh
Let
my
me try.
God.
Let me try that sound again.
That's the one.
Nailed it.
And I pretend.
All right. What else were we gonna talk about today?
Let's talk about the Pretender, dude.
Damn, the Pretender. That man, you know what? That's like such a like sweet wife that doesn't want to swear kind of like statement. He's a pretender. He pretended to be a good guy. And then it's like,
And he was.
I don't know, man.
Stand-up guy.
He
was my hero.
he's
You know.
There goes my hero.
dude, he's given us so much though. You know what I mean?
Oh
Sure,
yeah.
But I'll never be his.
I don't
monkey
really care. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
One of the biggest
to be
rock
fair-
stars on the planet fucked a girl in another country. Oh, big surprise.
Right.
We should at least see if she's hot.
You know what? I'll take it back old school. Never mind.
Yeah.
Really put a
Because
monkey
he's in
wrench in
Nirvana.
his marriage.
Dude, the monkey wrench, when Toby said that the other day, I laughed so hard. Because all I could think of is just songs about his, like,
Yeah.
all of them. It was so good. Oh, man.
And I talked about it, carried on, reasons only knew.
So do we need to actually like talk about what happened?
Oh yeah, right, all right. So for
You should
anyone,
pull up his tweet because so he tweeted out. You know,
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
It
He
is
obviously doesn't give
unintentionally.
a fuck either.
I don't think he does. I think you're right. I think he does not care, and he's just like,
yeah,
I'm
have a
putting
kid.
I'm putting this out there so no one thinks I'm a piece of shit. Like that's the only reason he made the statement. But he also was like, I am trying to make things right with my wife and regain her trust, or whatever he says.
Yeah.
But
oh, dude, she's never gonna trust you again. You put your wiener in another chick and had a kid with her, bro. You raw dog some Australian tail, bro. You raw dogged it. Now you got a little fucking Aussie baby running around.
a little fighter, a little
Dude,
food.
was it Margot Robbie?
A little food. Jesus.
Lil Foo.
What is it with Australia here lately? Jack Black, they get canceled. Now Dave Grohl's got a kid from there.
Some wild
What's
shit's
going on
happening in Australia.
Yeah, it's wild down there.
Yo, y'all was worried about spiders and shit.
Y'all go to Australia,
Hey.
you get canceled real quick.
Y'all saw Furiosa, man. It's getting crazy
It's
down
crazy.
there.
It's Mad Max in the streets.
Oh my goodness. Sorry,
right.
I'm sorry. Good. Let's talk about
That girl,
All right,
that girl
Dave
must have had a
Grohl.
Furiosa. 'Cause
All right, Toby.
Oh,
bring it
down
over.
under? Is that what you're
he
saying?
couldn't pull out. Yeah.
So, what was
couldn't
there's a tweet in
fucking
this
pull out
article?
of his
Yeah, so
driveway.
Dave Grohl has announced that he's fathering a child outside of my marriage. I love my wife and I love my children, and I do everything I can I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and their forgiveness. The Foo Fighter frontman wrote on social media. Let's see here.
How you know how you get your wife to trust you? Don't put your dick in other women.
Well, great for your consideration towards all the children involved as we move forward together. What?
Yeah, it's very
Decline further details. Yeah, it's very just cut and dry, pretty much.
like Rabbit said. I think this is like him just being like, just acknowledging it, so it's not biting him in the ass while
Right.
they're on tour later. Like
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'm ahead of this. I know I got a child. What's
He's
up?
like,
I mean, it's like
He's still gonna sell out every arena you fucking play.
And he's still gonna fuck other chicks, probably.
dude, it's like when you wake
you think
up.
that's the first chick he's fucked on tour? Come on.
Could you imagine him being like, but that's the first one? I swear,
It's
it's
the
never
only
happened
one.
before.
It's the only one.
He finds out he's got 15 kids or something.
It's like when you wake up the next day after partying your ass off. You just wake up the next day and you go, "Hey guys, yeah, I fucking did it. Yeah, I was fucked up before anybody could say anything." Yep,
Yes. Yes.
it was fun though. Hey, it was fun though.
Wait, James Franco didn't suck any dick. Now I know
Yeah.
y'all tripping.
Yeah, like, hey, Brian, you were there. It was fun. It was sick.
But you know what?
Dude, like-
The worst part of this is now it puts all the other guys in the band, if they're married, on blast.
On blast.
Because now, like, all the wives of the other members are going to be like, well, now what's going on? If he's doing it, you're doing it too. So now everyone's in trouble. He didn't just get himself in trouble. Everyone's in trouble.
You're saying it's like a Righteous Gemstones moment
Yeah.
where they all get caught doing blow and banging hookers. Is that what you're
Oh, such a good show. So everyone's in trouble now.
I feel like they're like some of the last living like true rock stars, and if you think that they were just good wholesome men the entire time they've been in this band, how long have they been in this band?
God,
Over 20 years?
25 years?
25 years.
It has to be 25.
You think they've never like done anything outside of their marriage? Like you're just naive. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks.
I mean,
I don't condone the behavior, like,
Right.
But it's not a surprise to me
Right.
that it happened.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like I don't know. I've never. I don't know how to say it, but like these guys are around so many people, and so many people want to meet them and be with them and whatever. Like men, women, everybody just throwing themselves. These dudes, like, come on. Sorry, but these guys have been around the block a bunch of times. Oh, you're trying to say this? I just fucked up once. Come on, man.
I got a
Yeah, he
confession
didn't
to
even
make.
say that. He didn't even say that.
No,
He didn't. He
just-
wasn't like it was the one time it'll
Bro
never
was
happen
just-
again. He didn't even say that. He was just like,
No,
yeah, I got a
and
kid.
He was just steering into that skid, baby.
He's like, yep,
But at
I
the
got a
same
kid.
time, we don't know what him and his wife have their arrangement.
That's
you
true.
know, we don't know. It's none of our business.
That's
so,
true,
like,
too.
He
It's
might just be like,
2024.
"Yo, I do have a kid," and the reason he wants his wife's trust back is because he's like, "Okay, I'll wear my raincoat next time."
Okay,
Like-
I don't want to mention the band but something personal of a band that we are all fans of got posted in a fan group, right? And they were basically saying that I'm trying to dance around this so bad because it's not my business. One band member's wife allegedly was kissing another guy and stuff and holding hands with him, and this guy that posted it was trying to make a huge deal out of it. And we like you said, you don't know the situation between husband and wife. Like, they may have an open relationship, whatever it may be, but this guy was like, blast this band member, show him what's happening, tell him I sent you, like wanted everyone to tweet at him and stuff. And it's, I don't know, like you said, you don't know what the situation is. We don't know these people personally.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we invest so much like we do. I mean, I know you feel like you're connected when you have a favorite artist or a favorite actor. You feel like you're obligated to like care about every little move they make. I mean,
well, it's also like, remember the Try Guys? That big controversy with the Try Guys, where one of the dudes. Do you know what the Try Guys is? Anyone? It's like a group of dudes that came from like all of these different social media sites that were pretty popular, and they would talk about like music and art and whatever. And they started Try Guys, and they just did a YouTube, and they would just do random shit. Like, they'd be like, "Hey, today we're gonna try and cook this from scratch. Today we're gonna go here and do fucking diving board, experiments and with a coach." And like, they'll just do everything. But they were huge online, and that was their full-time job. And one of the dudes got caught cheating on with a crew member of the show, and he got blasted all over online, and he got let go. And I'm pretty sure the person that was, he was cheating with in the crew got let go. And to me, I was like, yeah, this is all bad stuff, but why is that affecting the job itself? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like if you cheated on your wife and your boss fired you.
Right.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it does get convoluted because another person in the crew was part of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, how are you gonna ruin his whole YouTube career because he was cheating on his wife? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of fucking weird.
When it comes to that, I agree with like a YouTube or something like that. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? But at a job, depending on what you're about, what you stand for, what your core values are at your company and stuff, it may look really bad on your company. So I understand that stuff, but I also understand the side. Who cares?
Right.
Like, these people, like, I don't. What's his Chapel Roan? You guys know her?
Yeah.
You guys heard of her?
Heard of.
Okay, so like she had a stalker fan find her house, or she was attending her uncle's house. Something, I don't know the story. My wife was telling me about it. Anyway, like, these fans, they take it way too far. These just like we were talking about earlier, these people don't owe you shit. They owe you nothing. Why do y'all care? They don't care about you.
They don't even know you.
Music. They don't even know you, exactly. So what makes you think you should get involved in their lives? Like, Dave Grohl, honestly, I don't even know why he made a statement. Why does it matter, dude? Like, it's none of our business what happened to you.
Yeah.
You have 6 kids outside of your marriage. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with us. The fact that people like really try to get involved, like that stuff you were talking about, Toby, it ain't nobody's business. Who cares?
Well, people are so willing
Leave it
nowadays to just
alone.
put their personal business online.
Yeah.
It's like, keep your personal business personal. Stop putting everything that happens to you online. Like, I understand that that's the society we live in now, but it's like, I don't post my bullshit online.
Yeah.
I keep it all to myself.
It's like people will literally be like, pick this tomato from my garden. Now I'm gonna put it in my pussy.
Here's a link to my OnlyFans. You can watch me swallow it with my butt.
Oh, fuck, dude.
And it's
That's
like,
I did not see where. I didn't know where you were going with that, bro. But
like, seriously. And then the spectator is like, so I follow my neighbor.
never gonna
Saw your butthole yesterday.
Oh, dude. But like, I'm not condoning what Dave Grohl did, but also, who cares? It ain't got nothing to do with me.
It's none of our
I still think
business.
the dude is one of the greatest rock stars to ever walk the face of the planet.
Is this because of reality shows like the Kardashians and crap like that
think
that we're
so,
freaking invested? Now, I know there's always been tabloids
Absolutely.
on famous people and stuff, but it feels like those kind of shows open it up to where we have to know every little thing about our favorite entertainers.
And TMZ.
Yeah.
That bullshit.
So
It's
I've
like-
got people that I know that try to live that confrontation, right? Like the confrontation, the drama that they see on those reality TV shows. And then in those reality TV shows that people, they confront each other, but it's not that crazy. And like these people get confronted in real life and it's like, oh my God, they actually confronted me. People really do live their life like that. I know people personally that live their life like that. And they see these shows, they think life is just like that. No, you'll get smacked in the mouth in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like somebody's gonna hit you. And so I just think it's insane that, like, I don't know, these guys just don't owe you anything.
No.
Nobody owes you anything.
No.
Like, really. So what does it matter? Like, the fact that there were so many music outlets that were like reporting this, who cares? How many other rock stars have kids outside of their marriages? All of them.
All of
Doesn't
All of them.
wasn't there a big deal with Arnold
every
Schwarzenegger?
single one of them.
Arnold Schwarzenegger slept with the nanny or maid or something,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got a kid. And
People
like,
still love Arnold.
hey, fucking Arnold's the best.
It's
Oh,
because
dude.
the internet is at
Nobody cares.
optimal drama right now.
Is
Like,
that what it is?
it's seriously like,
It's at peak drama. Yeah.
dude, you like before the internet, we'd be just like, no one in the '90s was like, I wonder what Arnold Schwarzenegger's doing right now. Like nobody gave a fucking shit.
You know what?
They
You're-
only cared when they were watching Terminator 2 at the theater.
That's true
And
though,
they're-
because like right now I can get on Twitter and I can go to my favorite artist or whatever actor and I can see all their thoughts throughout the day if they're consistent on social media.
Yeah.
And that used to not be a thing that people could do.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a little too much. Like I get that the internet is supposed to connect us, but not this much. You know what I mean?
We don't all need to know about the tomato that's going to be in your butt.
Yeah, exactly. You know that neighbor. I look outside.
Is that a real video, though?
Does that video
No.
exist?
Can I get a link? Where's that link?
Trying to
I mean,
make,
like,
trying
hey,
to make some fried green butt tomatoes.
Hey,
dude. That's what I'm
Deborah.
trying to fucking make.
hey Deborah, you got any of those extra tomatoes?
You know,
yeah,
you know
I'm a-
what's crazy? Is
Why don't you shoot one over? Shoot one over the fence.
I'm making some marinara tonight. So.
Heard of the
are
ping
some,
pong
uh,
trick?
there are some people that are getting fired from their companies because they're finding out that they have OnlyFans.
Yeah. Teacher, it's been happening for a while. Teachers and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I think is dumb. Why are they not allowed to do that? Like, dude, what I do outside of my job
Exactly.
ain't got nothing,
Nothing
to
to
do with y'all.
And guess
Period.
what? In the '90s, if you were selling pictures of your pussy, nobody would care.
Well, no one would find
Oh,
them
she's a
either.
slut.
Well,
It'd be a lot harder to find.
They would probably be in like shoe boxes
Because
you
you
know?
weren't emailing them links to it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
It wasn't very easily to copy and,
Yeah.
Accidentally just leave your app open on your iPad.
Yeah. You had to
know?
actually mail a Polaroid to somebody.
it would be way different. It'd be like
Fax it.
you'd be like, see this right here.
Fax a
Fax 'em,
picture of
fax
your
'em.
vagina.
Look at this. This is what we call an orgy of evidence. It's just a bunch of Polaroids of Karen naked.
Yeah.
That one's the
They're in
tomato
black
one.
and white, so you know it was a
You
You
good
see the
time.
tomato one. You can see the red in the picture.
Oh, dude,
Those were ripe.
Those tomatoes were delicious. We made great pasta sauce afterwards. Salsa. Salsa was weirdly brown, though. We don't know.
We
Chunky.
made pizza. I ate
chunky.
yeah.
So gross.
I ate the crust.
Anyway,
Anyways.
where do we?
Not our Dave
did we
Grohl.
get
Not,
here?
not our
Grohl,
business.
Dave Grohl,
Not our
Dave
business.
Grohl, Dave Grohl,
We don't
Dave
care.
Grohl.
But yeah, isn't it fun though? Like that most of the time when we bring these up, we're just like, why? Why does anyone care? But then we got the reason you're here is for the jokes that we come up
That's
with
right.
out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So.
who doesn't want to hear us talk
Sorry,
about putting tomatoes?
Sorry,
in
it was
pizza?
really serious about when we had the Linkin Park talk, but we just had to.
Yeah.
We had to take it.
That's a serious matter.
That's a serious matter.
I know that.
It is.
That is a serious matter.
I was kind of heated. I'm actually mad about it.
Well, dude, but this again, it kind of applies. If you really think about it, it applies in the same way because people think that Linkin Park fans think that Linkin Park owes them something, and
Yeah.
they don't. No,
No.
like that's like, really and truthfully, that's what all this is. Is like these people feel entitled, like they deserve better or whatever you want to say, and it's like, no, dude, nobody gives a shit about it. Nobody. Not one person. Shot.
It's true.
Except for
Like, and if all you have is the time to complain about Linkin Park, go fucking get a hobby. Go do something else. Go for a walk. Pick some flowers.
Or complain about Dave Grohl and his new
Or
baby.
complain
Get a
about
job.
Dave Grohl
yep.
and some
Get a
some
job,
gal
hippie.
down under. Yeah, get a job, hippie.
Or you know what you could do? You could complain about things that actually affect the things that you like. Like for instance, if somebody wrote a bunch of AI music and then made a bunch of bots to stream all those AI songs, and then cha-ching, made a bunch of money.
Made a bunch of
off
money. I mean,
Genius.
that's the American way, brother.
How does that feel, Spotify?
That's the
How does
American
that feel?
dream.
Dude, if you think about it, that's what Spotify did. Spotify started streaming people's music and barely giving them any money. And this guy did the same thing to Spotify. You're going to
Yeah.
stream my music, I'm going to make a bunch of money off of you.
Well, he stole their idea. That's why he's mad. Which-
Genius!
Yeah.
Here you go.
And Spotify's just pissed because they had to actually pay an artist for once.
Up.
Here we go. Hold on.
Was the music good though? That's what I want to know.
So I actually was looking for the music and I couldn't find it. So the guy's name was Mike Smith. I think it was Mike Smith. It's something that's like
What a
very,
name.
it's very AI. Everything about this entire thing is very AI generated. Like the man looks like he's an AI generated person. The name sounds AI generated. I'm not sure if this isn't all AI generated, this whole story, because it's so like plain and boring. And this guy had the most genius idea ever. And all his band names were like calm intense, or calm hand, calm booger. Like he just had like a bunch of like just hundreds and thousands of different fake bands from what I understood. I may have some of the information wrong. But it was a bunch of weird, just like one word and then a different word for the band name. So like I said, calm something. But yeah, he basically had all these songs with all these different bands, had a ton of bots just streaming his music only, just racking up the money, and he was making over $1 million. Is that what the article says, or did you find
10
it?
million from
It's,
AI music.
Yeah.
Gets arrested
Wow.
for money laundering and wire fraud.
It says okay.
A lot of
stream.
dough, dude.
But I couldn't find any of it. I started looking up this music, but it's such a generic name for all these bands. So if you try to YouTube search them just to see if they're up somewhere, it gives you just like, calm intense, and then you write music, you'll get calm music or intense music. Like it's done so beautifully that it's hard to search up too. So it's hard. I couldn't find it, and I only spent like 15 minutes trying to find some stuff before I got bored. But he did it in such a smart way to where it really would have gone undetected if he would have not done. What'd you say? 10 million?
10 million, yeah.
$10 million.
That's what this says. Yeah.
I thought it was just like 1.2 or something like that, but that's still
And
insane.
with the way streaming pays you, that would have to be a lot of listens.
You would think that
Sure.
you would think that those bands would hit all kinds of like top 100, top 10 like playlists and stuff. And he didn't just do it on Spotify. He did it on Apple. He did it on what are the other streaming platforms? TuneIn or
Amazon, I
something.
think.
Yeah, whatever. So he did it on a ton of different to spread it out evenly. But Spotify, from what I understand, is the one that's like, hey, you're fucking us like we fuck bands.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. I'm the one that fucks bands.
Taking my job.
But see, I have a small conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's off center.
It's so off center.
It was way off center. Anyways,
Conspiracy.
so just recently, and Mike, you might try to find some of these like posts where what was this, 2 weeks ago, where all the metalcore bands had a ton of different AI start adding music to their Spotify's and stuff like that. Like, do you remember who all it was, or anyone?
I know. I think Born of Osiris is one.
Born of Osiris was one for sure. There was probably about 25 bands that I saw, and they all had to like start posting on Instagram, like or social media, and just say, "Hey, that's not us. We don't know what that is. Don't listen to that." So it makes me wonder if someone's using the same idea when this happened, but they were trying to apply it to their own band to get to generate some money. But they were like, if I do that, I'm going to get caught and put my band in jeopardy. I'm going to do it to 25 other metalcore bands in the scene and make their plays go way up to generate money for them. And then we all make some money, and no one is the wiser.
So is this the...
Allegedly.
Okay, so is this the one that has, like, bands like Devil Wears Prada, Moths from Moths to Flames...
Yeah.
Memphis May era. Others reportedly having AI created songs that they had nothing to do with tuning up their profiles.
Yeah, it hit all at once. It had terrible album art and stuff.
Yeah, it was all very similar.
It was very similar, and some of the tracks, not so bad. Is that a statement right there?
And then Caliban says, "Dear fans, a song has been released via our Spotify artist profile that is not ours. A fraudulent artist posing as Caliban has uploaded an AI-generated song via the dubious distributor that is now scheduled for release. Caliban is not affiliated with this release. We and our team are working on resolving this issue. This appears to have occurred with various bands throughout the scene, and at this time, as labels and managements are committed to rectifying the situation. That being said, we thank you for the ongoing support of real, handcrafted music written by human beings."
Funny story about that band. Allegedly, a drummer doesn't play his pedals live.
Ooh, that's a conspiracy.
I had a buddy that we toured with, and he was telling me that he's like, yeah, we played a festival with them, and we were watching side stage, and their crew flipped out, and it was because the drummer doesn't have any pedals on.
Oh shit!
And
sick.
Yeah, so Caliban's first record was the only good one they ever put out. The rest is just garbage, but it's still funny. They don't have the right to say real handcrafted music. Those motherfuckers do this. You know.
I'm just trying to understand like what part of this is illegal.
Right.
We've been making music with computers for decades now, and AI is just the newest technology. People are making AI songs, using AI to make music. So I don't understand why that's illegal. And then maybe the bots playing the music to rack up plays. I don't know.
Robots playing music.
I've seen that live.
Like, is that illegal?
Yes,
I guess that's illegal.
What was that band called?
Captured by Robots?
Captured by Robots.
I've seen them a few times.
Wow.
Well, this does pose the question, though, about AI art in film, music, in all aspects of this, and I think it's gonna just always be a gray area when we talk about AI in any kind of entertainment, because it's a good jumping off point for a lot of things. Like I've heard that people will AI generate like their story, like they'll wrote like a synopsis for it, and then they'll AI generate it, and then they'll have an idea of like, I don't like this, I'm gonna rewrite it to where it works, or AI generate something for art because they need a visual to create what they're wanting to create. I see where it can be a helpful tool, and this is the same thing. Like, I don't know.
But
it's
is it
just,
illegal, though?
It's so great. Right, because
how is it illegal?
The person is using the program to create this thing.
Create music.
How is that not their music? Who's to say it's not
It's just like
GarageBand?
sequencing a keyboard to play the song that you wrote. Or
Yeah, like FL Studio.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a more advanced version of that. You know, a DAW, so to speak.
Those programs don't create Skynet.
I guess where it gets tricky is like him using. I think it's him using bots to play the music for him to rack up views to get paid from it.
The bots.
That's got to be. I guess that's where it gets illegal.
Right, but still.
But is that illegal? I don't know.
Well, so people have bots who buy up all the sneakers, so people miss out on the releases and stuff. And
but
it's more frowned upon than it is illegal.
Yeah, and this guy's facing like serious jail time for doing this. So
that's ridiculous. because money's involved. It's because Spotify. It's that Office Space where it's like a fraction of a penny.
Oh yeah,
probably what he was looking at.
Of a penny.
It's a fraction.
Well,
of
that's
a
what
penny,
Spotify pays for plays. Yeah, they pay fractions
right.
of a penny for plays. So
and then all of a sudden, it's
he's
like,
literally
you know what?
doing the Office Space scam.
It's the Office Space, dude. Right? It's the Office.
You're
Space.
right.
And
This is Office Space.
It's a fraction of a penny, and next thing you know, you have $10 million.
$10 million.
Now this guy's going to jail though too, right?
Yeah.
They said he's
Yeah,
facing
he's
facing jail time.
He's going to go to jail, and I don't think that's right because
I don't think that's
what
right.
he
I don't
did
think he
is
should go to
not
jail for it.
wrong.
He just fucking beat the system, dude.
He did beat the system. He found
and that's
a
why
loophole.
Spotify's mad.
Yeah.
Right. It's like if you had a little robot that made toothpicks and then you fucking sold the toothpicks and you got fucking rich off of fucking selling so many goddamn toothpicks.
Yeah. Like I said, that's the American dream.
Yeah, no shit. But wait, I would say that the part that so he had fake names too, right? For all the
bands had fake.
Yeah, so it's like
who's he hurting?
what the problem
He's
is?
not hurting anyone. It's not a violent crime. It's
He's
not.
just fucking
He
printing
didn't
money.
steal
dude.
from poor people.
He's printing money, dog.
Yeah, he's
Because
you know, he's not stealing from actual like American citizens or anything like that. He's just
genius.
Oh, but
Can't
here I have that. I have one of those pictures. that you
Spotify's
sent me
just
over here.
butthurt.
They are. That's exactly what it is. Ugh.
This is the one where this is what it was popping up like when there was like AI that was being released on all these other people's pages. Who is this one? Siamese? Is that a hardcore band?
There was a bunch of bands, like smaller bands too. It wasn't just like the mainstream metalcore bands. It was a lot of smaller bands as well.
And they done it to Terminated or Never Rest, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
Get us some plays,
Yeah, no
baby.
shit, right? Dang.
You guys
I'll
should.
split that money with you, bro. I'll split it with you.
You guys need to make a post right now on the band accounts and just be like, just so you know, if you saw that AI song, it's up still right now, but that's not us. Just to help y'all generate some plays, because people are gonna be like, let's go listen to it and see what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's smart too. Lying about
genius.
lying about having someone hacked your profile. Like, don't go listen to that song, because you know what that does? Everyone wants to go listen to it
listen to
immediately.
Can't
What-
give me a gun and tell me not
What
to
would be
shoot.
the word? What would be the word for human versus AI? Like RI, real intelligence. Human, HI, human intelligence.
There you go.
Be like,
John
we got all these
Connor.
songs, guys. We got all these songs that are HI. You might want to go check them out before they get pulled down for being too
John
good.
JC versus AI, bro. John Connor versus AI.
That's not very JC of you.
Wait a minute. Is John Connor just Jesus Christ?
Oh no.
know what?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I have an off center.
Dude,
He is mankind
I
savior.
like that theory.
I never
like
thought
that
about
theory,
that.
Rabbit. I like that theory, Toby. Excuse me, not Rabbit.
Uh,
I'm in on that.
So, guys, also, I mean, what do you want to talk about next? Should we talk about the Warped Tour thing? Is that what you need? Is that what you want to do?
How they're gonna steal our logo?
Yeah.
No one was using the logo,
Yeah,
by the way. Let's
Logo
put
was
that out
just
there.
in a fucking shed somewhere, and we broke it out. We polished it off. We put the logo back up. Now
They
Warped
did.
Tour
It's
wants to
ours
come
now.
back.
back.
Are they trying to sabotage us? Is that what this is?
You hold on. Are they saying that we brought back Warped Tour? Is that
I think-
Sorry.
I think you're right.
can't stand it.
But anyways, Warped Tour supposedly is coming back. Then nothing. I don't think anything official with lineups or anything has, but it's a big rumor that's like been like insiders have been saying it's going to be brought back next year for like major cities, like maybe 4 dates or something. Obviously, it's going to be like $3,000 per ticket, but someone has already made this fake flyer. And it's pretty good.
Wow.
Will you read off all the bands because I can't see it all?
Yeah.
So Trapped, Linkin Park, Oasis, Falling in Reverse,
Yeah, Falling in Reverse.
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl, Notes App Apology. Chris Hansen. Bad Omens, Big Text. Tom McDonald.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
Tom McDonald.
I Set My Friends on Fire parking lot set.
Well, because they always threaten that they can't get on festivals and stuff. They're really funny about it,
Right.
so that's what they do. So that makes sense.
Crazy Guy from Cancer Christ. Tillian. Johnny Craig. Front Porch Step.
Many MacBooks.
Blood on the Dance Floor. That's pretty good.
So terrible.
I'm sure
Hey,
Jeffree
dude,
Star
the
is
Front
on
Porch
this.
Steps-
Oh, Aaron Lewis
Yeah,
is on
Jeffree
here.
Star.
Kid Rock is on
I
there.
can't believe they didn't say brand new comeback show.
Oh, brand new's on there too.
Oh,
Brand new JoJo Siwa.
Just any
Tim
problematic.
Lambesis spoken word.
Karma's a bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's funny.
Oh,
but
God.
but what do you guys think if they if they did bring it back? Obviously it's not going to be a every city in the US kind of vibe anymore. Or I mean every state, every major city in every state.
They couldn't afford to do that.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Because kids won't get up off their ass and go to a show anymore. But
Logistically, in this economy, it's impossible.
right. What? Okay, so fast forward. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Was 15 the last one?
Well, 15
Yeah,
since
15
the
or
first.
16.
That was the full lineup, right? The 15, and I think after that they had limited, maybe like a limited show here and there or something like that. But anyways, at this
19,
point,
19 was the last one because 18 because my daughter attended in my wife's stomach.
oh,
So
okay.
she
2018.
went- that was 2018. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was born in 19. So yeah.
So
with special events in the following years.
So what do you think would this be like a lineup like?
Well,
Like, do you think it would be like Blink-182 headlining or some shit?
That's the thing. Like Warped Tour always had like some big bands, and then it had a bunch of up and coming bands. You
Right.
know, and that was the whole thing of like, oh, I get to see my favorite bands at the end of the night, but there's a bunch of bands I'm going to check out throughout the day. There's a bunch of bands that I've heard is good. Like that was always the point. I thought, just
Oh, it was. Lyman actually posted that, or in an interview, he said, I brought younger bands so they could get more exposure. Yeah, he had his big bands, but he wanted to bring lesser known, smaller bands on to get them more exposure. That was what he wanted to do from the beginning. That's what it was all about.
And how many artists you could name? I'm sure all of us could name 10 artists that we found because of a Warped Tour CD, because of them playing on the stage, because you're standing at a merch booth and you're watching someone. I've got plenty of those.
Same.
When I was booking shows, I booked a band because I found them on a Warped Tour, like one of those Warped Tour albums.
Mm-hmm.
And I found them that way, and I was like, this band's sick, and reached out to them, and we booked them. The Brotherhood of Dahan, they're obviously not a band anymore, but they were sick. Basically,
And there's
it's
a
like-
lot of bands that I think that everybody would think would not be on Warped Tour. Like it was like Glassjaw was on Warped Tour back in the day. Poison the Well was
Poison
on
the Well,
Glassjaw. Or I mean, what was 18 Visions, Rabbit's favorite band.
That band
Let's
does not
go way
cut the
back. Let's
mustard
go.
in my book.
Pennywise, Lagwagon, Rancid,
Oh, yeah.
old school punk bands, old school hardcore bands. Avenged Sevenfold, before anybody knew who they were, when they were
Yep.
Yep. Sounding of the
Yep.
Seventh Trumpet was their only record.
I mean,
like that.
literally, Katy Perry was on Warped Tour before she blew up. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, Paramore.
yep.
like one of my favorite stories of all time, I tell it all the time, is like a bunch of dudes ready to mosh are singing Paramore and waiting for As I Lay Dying on the next stage right beside it. Like, that's what we were doing. We were singing Paramore while waiting for As I Lay Dying to kill each other. We were going to kill each other in that As I Lay Dying pit. In this Paramore pit, dude, we're singing and dancing and having the time of our life. Warped Tour was awesome.
Well, and that was
I hope they make it nostalgic.
That was one of the
just when we were young.
One of the cool things that you did is, okay, like you said, As I Lay Dying, you might catch the tail end of the band that was playing before. You never heard of it. Might not be something that's you even is on your radar, but then you're like, well, that band was pretty sick, but I'm going to stand here and wait for As I Lay Dying, whoever it may be. So that's how you'd find out about other bands. I think that this is only coming about because of how popular the festival scene is here lately. The festival, like every fucking state has 2 or 3 different festivals that they throw every year, and it's festival fever is all it is. I think this is cashing in. It's not Warped Tour. They should just call it Warped and use the logo, whatever. We'll let them use it, right?
We'll let them use it.
Borrow it for a price.
It should just be like a weekend festival, like Furnace Fest is. Like, you know what I mean?
Warped Weekend.
So I feel like because Furnace, this is its last year, why wouldn't Lyman bring back Warped Festival?
Right.
Have it 3 days in California one year, and the next year do it on the East Coast.
Shop it around. Shop it around to like to Dallas, to wherever, because if you say it is Warped and don't do it in the fucking hottest month of the year, like do it at the beginning of summer, and like a 2 or 3 day thing, I think that would be awesome. But then it's a question of what bands, how many bands,
who's controlling that lineup. You know,
well, it's over the course of a weekend. You can have a lot of bands play, just like all the other festivals do.
You do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
See,
just like all these other giant festivals, like what's the big one coming up? Rockville. Welcome to Rockville.
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks, 3 days. 3 days of awesome music. Like, it's Rockville. Either way, whatever. But they should do it like that if they're going to do it that way.
How cool would it be if, like I said, you shop it around to different areas and see who maybe bids on taking this event. That way, you make some money that way. And then also, these bands can book tours to Warped, the Warped Weekend or whatever they call it. I don't think Warped Tour should be the name because it's not a tour.
Yeah.
But you call it the Warped Weekend. It's nostalgic, and bands all tour to it like they're doing South by Southwest.
Or you just call it like Warped 25, or like
that's
fine. The year Warped
2025,
Warped 2026.
Yeah.
We're talking about all that. What is When We Were Young going to do?
Stay in the same spot.
Well, see the thing, but no. What I'm saying is like, so When We Were Young is bringing back all these bands together. Furnace Fest is doing the same thing. When we were young, like, is it? I think you're right, Toby. I think you're onto something, because I think Lyman is trying to catch that festival thing that's big, because Vegas has got 2 giant festivals. When We Were Young and Sick New World, different times, opposite times of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Lyman's trying to cash in. I always remember hearing Franz wanting to bring Warped Tour back, like he was going to use his own money. I wonder if he's involved. I haven't seen anything, and I don't know if he is, but he's always said he was going to bring Warped Tour back. He was going to pay it with his own money and bring Warped Tour back.
Yeah, I remember hearing all those rumors too.
I think it would be sick. It's just crazy that like America is finally catching up with like festivals being cool. Whenever,
but they're not cool. They're not cool. Fuck festivals.
I mean, they're not. Like the people that really, in my opinion, all of us people that were in the scene, like we're like over festivals, and now it's picking up with the mainstream crowd because they would rather not see a show all fucking year and then pay $800 for a weekend and be like, I get to take pictures in my favorite outfit
and see my favorite band for 15 minutes.
You know what? I go to those festivals and then I go to shows too.
Yeah.
So like, I'm cool with just the shows. I don't need festivals. I think the festival vibes are tight for real. They are, but like I'm cool with just going to 400 cap room.
Yes.
Watching my favorite band play.
Same.
I don't need 60 bands that I'm like,
I feel like some people have never even experienced that, though. You know what I mean? Like, you grow up listening to pop music, and you're like, my first concert, 20,000 people, you know, and it's like...
That's what you think
like,
a concert show should be.
You're a fucking cornflake.
$1,200 to go, the ticket.
You know, you said, like, festivals across the sea, that's like a big thing in other countries.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's because a lot of American bands go to these festivals, and that's the driving force to bring all these bands across, you know, to these other countries. I don't think that's necessary for where all the bands are mostly. And I know there's bands in other countries. I'm not saying that they're only here in North America. But a majority of the bands that go to those festivals are bands from here.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think we need all of them, you know, gathering all the time if they're from here.
well, the thing is, the reason a lot of bands from over here go over there and don't even tour America anymore is because we suck.
We
now.
do suck.
Kids don't go to shows like they would rather watch it on YouTube. And so
That's true.
they would rather watch it on YouTube. Sorry, my daughter's showing me something. And like kids, that's what they want to do. They want to they want to watch it on YouTube. They want to watch it wherever. They don't actually want to go to a show. And so bands like I know Walls of Jericho doesn't really do hardly anything in America, but they go play the festival run almost every year. It's just more money because people want to watch music over there. They don't want to watch it over
because
here.
Americans are fickle.
And they're willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
which-
Well, you've talked about, you know, touring in Europe and stuff, Mike, where, like, you would see fans holding just armfuls of shirts and stuff.
Like there was times where like 50-year-old dudes are buying literally every shirt that you have for sale. And it's just like in America, you got people coming up and being like, if you don't have anything for free, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's just like
Yeah.
it's like that's the differences because like people over there are literally like, oh my God, I love this fucking band. I'm gonna buy every single shirt the time that I get to see them. And then they're super respectful when you meet them. You know, they're at a show where there's like 50,000 people and they get to meet you and they're just like, oh my God, this is so cool. Please take a picture with me. You know what I mean? And like never, I mean, obviously it's subjective on how weird it gets, but like most of the people I ever met, way cooler than American people that are just like,
Can I get a sticker?
They're just like, I want something for free. I hate the new member of your band. And then 30 minutes later, they're like, oh, I researched what your new member used to play in that band. I actually was a huge fan of that band. Sorry for being a dick. I'm really not that sorry, but it's cool that I like you now. Give me something for free, new guy. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like jaw open the whole time, like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So, but
I don't get it. I don't get why we aren't. Music used to be so important here in America. It was important
Yeah.
for all four of us. It was huge for us. Meeting
Well-
the people that we like looked up to was so sick. Getting to watch them perform was so sick. Now kids are just like, yeah, whatever.
well, you know, when you're budgeted to pay one of your favorite OnlyFans people, you don't have much money for like music and your favorite
Yeah.
band's T-shirts and stuff like that.
We get it all for free on Spotify. We don't need to.
Right.
We don't need to.
What are you talking
pay.
about free?
Free?
I pay $10
Yeah.
a month.
I don't
Yeah.
have to buy your album.
I still see that argument. $10 for Spotify? That's such bullshit. Like,
You get all music ever for $10 a month.
You can go to YouTube also and find all the music
Yeah.
free most of the
For
time.
free,
It's
yeah.
wild to me.
yeah, like back in the day, you were looking for an album you've heard of, and it was like looking for the ring tape. Like it's like fucking, you have to study lore to find your way to
I had
the
to go
right.
to 3 different Best Buys to find the fucking CD I wanted.
Yeah.
Right, dude. again, we don't need to get into that.
Yeah.
Midnight openings and waiting in line and stuff for hours.
They're like, you're like, there's one more place we could go. Sam's Goody.
Sam's Goody.
So
I haven't heard that name in years.
what bands do we think would hit the Warped Tour?
Like
The Warped
legitimately, or
Legitimately.
What you think's actually going to happen, or bands
I
we
think
want to
actually-
Because
I
what
think
I think is
actually,
actually going to happen, I think MGK is going to be headliner.
Tour? Don't say that. God damn it!
I swear to God,
Stop.
I'm being dead serious. I think MGK is going to
Right.
be like.
You're not wrong though.
Right.
Am I wrong?
No,
No,
you're not.
no.
He's
No,
the biggest
you're not
pop
wrong.
punk artist on the planet right
well,
now.
I mean,
He invented
Blink,
pop
Please
punk.
stop. Oh my God, please
Blink
stop.
182.
No, I know he's
Right.
terrible.
Blink 182
He's
would be
terrible,
there,
but
though, you know,
that's
if-
why he's so big.
If MGK's there, Blink 182's there.
If this is not a tour, and let's say we do it for, let's just say 2 nights, Blink 182 and MGK are probably the two biggest.
Playing it, yes.
They're on the festival.
Um,
Like, that's not,
Taking
Yellow
Back
Wolf's
Sunday?
on there too, because Yellow Wolf did Warped Tour
Yellow
multiple
Wolf,
times.
yeah.
Taking Back Sunday.
I feel like there'd be a
Prada.
lot of SoundCloud rappers too. Does anybody
Yes,
else feel like
yes.
there's gonna be a lot of SoundCloud?
Yeah, there
But
was,
but there was also a bunch of rappers at Warped Tour though. That
Yeah,
was always a thing.
I found a
Yeah,
bunch of
they're
rappers
sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was standing in line for the Chariot to meet Josh, and there was a band called Wallpaper playing. Or it was a rapper, and it was the coolest shit I'd ever heard. And you know, I immediately went home and downloaded everything. And like, they had a bunch of rappers. Watsky was on a tour one day, and I was like, I know that guy from Epic Rap
Well,
Battles.
even MGK, when he was a rapper, was on Warped Tour.
Was he?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he was a bag on Warped Tour, dude. There's
Yeah.
just so many.
He's like, let me go on my skateboard and run into people all day.
Dude, that was coming. I knew that was coming.
But
I'm gonna
I
have
don't-
to say, see, it can't be the scene bands because when we were young has all the scene bands.
well, I think that
So,
we
like,
still
I
get
think
some of them.
I think they could do.
We would get
both,
some
right?
of them, and also from
Paramore?
first to last, they would get. See, I don't
Oh
know,
my
aren't they on
God.
hiatus or something?
No.
From first to last, Sonny didn't want to do anything with them, but when we were young, has yet to even get them to play. I wouldn't doubt if Lyman or Zemer got involved and got from first to last to play with Sonny, with Skrillex. I'd say
God,
them.
I mean,
that
that would be cool.
Skrillex headlining it, and then also doing a from first to last set before. That would be so sick.
I'm fluffed up right now.
yeah. Pull that fucker
Like
up.
I'd say some of the scene bands for sure, and I think some of like the old school, some of the regulars on Warped Tour, like what was the band with the horns and the
Real
dread?
Big
The guy-
Fish.
Real Big Fish is one of them.
Less than Jake.
Listen, Jake.
Less Than Jake, thank you. Yeah, bands like that. It would be cool to see like bring back Goldfinger.
No
and, like,
effects.
No
it's-
effects.
you know what?
and-
That would have been awesome for No Effects in their career at Warped Tour,
Warped Tour,
25
yeah.
or Warp 25 is
Sick.
what. That would have been cool because this is their last tour. They're on their last tour right now.
Oh, dude, if Lyman comes with Warped Tour, they'll play Warped Tour. I know they will.
Mike Rearick says It Dies Today is back together. They would be sick. Bleeding Through would be sick. I think there's a new It Dies Today song on its way out too.
Flogging Molly.
I saw something about a new It Dies Today song coming out soon. Flogging Molly. I hated Irish punk.
I love just their main songs. Like I didn't ever get deep in their catalog, but they are so fun to drink to.
It's those other music.
Juan was here, he would fight you over this conversation.
Who?
Juan, remember one day I was like, "Oh, the
Yeah.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones." She's like, "Oh, is that the only ska band that you know?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I don't listen to ska." Like,
Dude, you know what's funny? I'm sure Juan will probably see this, but when Juan was down and we were out, somebody came up to me. I think it was Lee or somebody came up to me and goes, "God damn it, Juan!" And Juan's like, "What?" And like Lee's like, "Talking music with you is just exhausting." And then Juan comes up to me and he goes, "Is talking music with me really exhausting?" And I was like, "Yeah, kinda." And he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because you like everything and you hate everything, and like it just doesn't make sense." And he's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll shut up." So that's fun.
Classic Juan.
Juan likes way too much
Classic
stuff.
Juan.
classic Juan. Yeah, dude. He was texting me at the Incubus Coheed show, and I was like, "Is Coheed playing?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he sends me a video, and he's like, "Greatest band ever," or whatever. I don't know. And we get there, and we hear like 2 Coheed songs, the only good ones. And then Incubus starts, and at first he's like, "Oh, this band sucks," like talking shit, and it's like, Juan, stop. It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah.
You know, he does, but that's one thing I love about Juan. Like, he loves the bands that he loves. He's very passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
He does, like, you know, sometimes when people are like, "Oh, they suck," people are like, "Oh yeah, they do." Juan's like, "No," he doubles down. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, "No, they don't." And so it's just funny. Like, I love how much Juan loves music.
You love what you love, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if you got the money to love all of it.
Exactly. But that's the thing. He loves music. Juan is exhausting. Hell, I'm exhausting. I know I am. But like, Juan is he's so passionate about it, and you're just like, "Oh my God, shut up. We get it, dude. You like it. We understand."
Especially Coheed.
You like it. Oh God, they suck. They've always sucked.
I hate Coheed. I can't stand Coheed either.
Dude, I'm sorry, but they're just like, they're like a poor man's Rush. That's all they are. Like, it's not even.
What about
terrible.
What about Coach Cheese?
Dude,
like that?
Sounds delicious. Sounds delicious, dude.
But what else we got to talk about, guys? You know,
That's pretty much it. I think those are everything we discussed.
So, you know, our tier list, our new metal tier list is, you know, lots of people are giving a shit about some of the things that we chose to do on there. But that's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
What are we going to do next? I mean, I was kind of thinking that we should try, and obviously we're going to do other genres, but like, I feel like we should do a part 2 and take the time to talk about, like, a lot of the S tier bands we threw in there super fast. And I think that maybe we should we should go over why we put them in the S tier, and then make a list of bands that we forgot to include.
I'm cool with that.
Because there is a few of those, like Cold, Stupid Girl.
Oh, Stupid Girl, baby.
It's the only song I know.
Yeah.
First record was pretty.
Well,
tight,
there.
dude.
Oh,
The first
Just
one
Got
was-
Wicked. That was another song. Just Got Wicked.
Dude, I mean, but you like, I'll even go like Filter was one of them, because they kind of got big in the new metal. They were on a lot of tours with new metal bands.
Who?
Stuff like, there's Filter.
Oh, Filter.
Yeah.
And like, even I would even go as far as like some. Well, I won't even get into that. But like, there are bands that we did forget.
Yeah.
I would love to go over, but there's also bands that I love that people would be like, "Yeah, I have no idea who that is."
36 Crazy Fists, right? They're new metal technically.
36
Are
Crazy
they?
Fists, the
Yeah.
fact that yes, oh yeah, dude.
Really?
Yes.
I gotta listen to that. Right, I haven't
We got to
listened to that
start
in years.
writing these down as we fucking say them, because I will forget.
Make
again.
a list.
All right.
Yeah,
let's go over
I would like to. I honestly would like to do a metalcore list at some point.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. That would be
Metalcore.
super dope.
You could do a post-hardcore. I think.
Oh, Dope. We forgot
No,
about Dope.
Didn't we do
Yeah.
post-hardcore already?
Well,
I tried to say Dope. I remember I said Dope's not on the list.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
That's right.
we tried to decide.
Slaves on Dope was not on the list either, and
Who did I just say?
36 Crazy Fists.
Okay. there we go.
We tried to do we have a tier list that we did, one of our original ones, where we tried to figure out what bands were post-hardcore, and it was miserable
was
because
tough. That
it
was
was not
so
fun.
tough.
That was hard.
Yeah, so we need to just put them in rankings and just forget like trying to really truly put them in the genre and just see
Just
where they
rank 'em.
land.
Yeah. That's
dude,
true.
I love our tier lists. They're so much fun. And I love how mad people get about them. Because
So
they're
mad.
Like, oh, that band's not good. Like, whoever was complaining about Kid Rock
Everyone.
not being new metal,
Yeah.
I don't
No.
know where you were in the early 2000s.
They probably weren't alive yet.
But
Yeah.
Kid Rock was one of the top dogs in new metal.
Did you say hot dog?
Period. No,
Dude,
he's not that delicious.
I mean, honestly, I do remember him being on TRL for a while, with fucking Ba Da Ba and if you're on TRL and you're Kid Rock with fucking braids, you are fucking new metal. Yeah.
You might be new metal.
You know, we should
He
do.
played on the same stage as Seven Dust, Korn, Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine, all that stuff.
You might be new metal.
Like, you might be new metal. He played Woodstock '99. You might
Be new metal.
Is Rage Against the Machine new metal?
If you got
Yes, Rage Against the Machine wasn't even on our list, which is bothered me.
See,
but I
that's
kept my mouth shut.
that's a big debate that we had because I
Write it down.
I did the Gen Z video because all my friends are younger, and we watched a bunch of new metal videos, and Rage was in there. And it was a huge debate in the chat for those videos. Like, it was like, are they though? They're not.
Yes.
But the thing
Yes,
is,
they are.
like, if you give me like 3 or 4 descriptors, like, new metal was always the last one. You know what I mean? So I get that they kind of like were outside of it in a way, but they definitely did all the things that made me think you are too, like having dreadlocks and rapping. You know what I mean? Like,
they are
Yeah.
new metal gods, dude. There is nothing you can do to change my mind. They are new metal. That's
Right.
what they did. Cool is new metal. It's just like trippy new metal
Progressive.
because
Trippy.
Maynard,
Progressive,
they
that's a good
all
word.
came up at the same time.
yeah.
I could sit here and go
if
on
you
and on.
if you are the singer and you wearing bra and panties on the stage, you might
might
be
be
new
new
metal.
No, dude. But like, for real though, Rage is new metal, 100%. If you have any kind of rap like that style, sorry,
Yeah.
you're new
Yeah.
metal. If you have groovy bass lines and a groovy rhythm section, guess what?
You might be new metal.
Okay,
New
then
metal.
Bloodhound Gang falls in this because they have.
Yes, Bloodhound
give you that.
Gang blew up in the new metal era.
You're
dude.
right.
Yeah.
You're
I would
right.
even almost go as far to say as like you could Bowling for Soup in a way is new like no, I'm
Yeah,
pushing it, I
you're-
know, but what
yeah.
I'm saying is they did a lot of shows. I incorporate new metal bands that toured together and did things together.
Right.
That's how I incorporate new metal bands. Like people who are like, "Oh, Camaro's not new metal." Are you dumb? That's how they blew up. I was
you
playing
dumb?
with new metal bands, dude.
Are you
Like they're
dumb?
new metal.
Are you
And, like,
dumb?
Are you done?
dude?
Plus, Kid Rock also wore the sequined Adidas pants, right?
Yes, he did. Well, remember his red velvet suit that he wore at Woodstock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Top
His
hat.
pimp suit.
Yeah.
His
New-
pimp suit.
You might be new metal.
Might be new metal.
Are you a white dude who wears pimp suits? You might be new metal.
Might be new metal, dude. Like, I get it that it could be rock and roll or it could be something, but not. It's mostly new metal. There's so many things that are new metal, and it irritates me to no end.
We should do each of us do a Mount Rushmore of new metal, and that could be a thing. Like everyone picks their 4 and see how close we are on them.
If it's
Yeah.
not Limp Bizkit,
I feel
Korn,
like
Don't ruin it.
I don't
how
want
can
to. I don't
ruin
want
it?
to.
There's 4 new metal bands that started it all, Toby.
I don't want to burn out the
4
new metal
bands that
thing
started
either.
it all.
Right.
Well, I'm saying we could
Why don't
circle
we
back
pick
around
something
again.
else
we
and
can
do
circle
a
back
Mount
around.
Rushmore? of that?
Metalcore, like I think that would be fun to do.
Well, I think we would have to do, if we did a tier list for metalcore, we would have to start dividing it into like eras and years. You know what I mean? Like,
If we did a Mount Rushmore, though,
not
it would be
too.
interesting because we would all come out with different answers. I feel.
Especially for
that's-
metalcore
yeah,
for sure.
That's probably pretty true.
I mean, anyway, I'm not going to ruin what could possibly happen. But if
Because I
there's
know
one
I
band
know
left
mine right off the top.
I already
of my
know
head.
mine right now. I don't even need. I could do it right now if you guys wanted to.
I probably could.
I
I'd
gotta
have to
think about it.
that one. Yeah.
And
Well,
I have metalcore bands that I love that I thought started metalcore. So like for me, I'm with Rabbit. I think our lists we might have 1 or 2 that are the same. I think our lists would be different.
Yeah, I think that'd be wildly different. actually.
Rabbit was also saying we should do a Adam Sandler movie tier list
I'm down with that.
That'd be a good one.
because he's done every kind of movie. You know what I mean? Like, and also
Jack and Jill is number 1, obviously.
But yeah, I think that the tier lists are really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's endless possibilities with
Yeah,
tier lists.
exactly.
And we talked about doing like specific actors, but actors that are like low key, like the Vince Vaughn one that we talked about.
Mm.
Hate Vince
I like
Vaughn.
What?
Oh, whoa.
Brother.
It's a personal thing. It's his personal, like, how big of a douche he is.
Kick him out of your house right now.
I like some of his movies, but he is such a douche in real life.
Oh, no.
Get him. He came into Fisher's once.
That hurts. That hurts my heart.
He was really cool.
Who did?
Vince
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway.
Yeah, but whatever, Toby. I don't know if we can be friends anymore. And you listen to Many Eyes too, and tried to get us to get into that. You don't like Vince Vaughn, and you like Many Eyes. Cool, man. Yeah, your opinion is valid.
I will say this. I did jam the record.
Yeah.
I jammed the record.
Nope.
The songs that they already released
I don't
were
care
the only
what you say.
were the only good songs.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Speechless was pretty good.
The songs that they already released were the only good songs. Other stuff didn't even sound.
There were no good songs because it's not Every Time I Die, and Keith Buckley is a POS. That's all I'm saying. Nothing you can say. Oh, their singles are good. Okay, well, you obviously don't have ears because it's not good because it's not Every Time I Die. Keith ruined the greatest thing that ever happened to this
You're being the
planet.
Linkin Park fans right now. Shitting on the new song. That's exactly what
And you know
you're
what?
doing.
And you know what? The fact that you like Many Eyes
I don't
says
like
so
them.
much about you. I don't. You listen to, you gave it a
I listened to
chance.
the record. Of course I
Everything
did.
I need to know about you.
Doesn't-
My daughter's
Wow,
looking at me like I'm crazy
Wow.
right now. She's just like, what are you doing?
If you think I wasn't gonna jam the record, you're fooling yourself. Like
You
No,
played
dude, I
yourself.
won't jam.
I'm going to jam the record. I'm gonna see
you
what it
guys
sounds
were
like.
I
If
listen.
you guys were like, hey, we're gonna do a reaction video, I wouldn't do it. I want nothing. I'm not gonna give them a play on the internet. I'm not gonna give them a listen at all because Keith is a POS. He's already broken up another set of brothers. How can you even want to listen to him after he's already broken up two sets of brothers?
'Cause
How
I
many
wanted to
people
hear
do
what
you
it
know
sounded
of
like.
that have broken up two sets of brothers.
Wait, this
How
sounds.
many?
Hold on. This sounds like a movie idea, right? You know, we've got it's a Lynch film, you know, and then it's like this dark movie, and they're like, we have someone going around breaking up bands that have brothers in them. Is there evidence? He left a toothpick.
But in all seriousness, like I wanted to see if it was going to be good or not, and
Right.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I just, I guess, with Keith Buckley without Every Time I Die is just not as good.
No.
Like the damn
really-
things,
yeah.
the damn things was not very good.
Yeah.
This Many Eyes is not very good.
Oh,
I think that
I'll fight you on the damn things. I really enjoyed both those records.
It wasn't Every Time I Die.
No, it wasn't. But I don't think
close.
I don't think that was trying to be. This Many Eyes is trying to be.
Right. But my point is Keith Buckley without Every Time I Die is just not as good.
yeah, it's like
That's
his,
what
his vocals were specifically raised with those riffs. You know what I mean?
Because he
Like-
was raised with his brother.
yeah, yeah, and like that little you know southern vintage twang that he throws in doesn't
Yeah.
work on other stuff as well.
Even though he's from Buffalo, where
Yeah.
does he come
Yeah.
from?
Did y'all hear like some of the reviews on that Many Eyes album? Like people were saying that it felt like it was AI generated
Oh,
music,
shit.
and then they were like, "Well, it feels like it was made in like FL Studio, and like the loops were just like reused and stuff." And they said it sounded, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm not a musician. I can be easily fooled, you know. So, but they were saying it felt just very cold and like
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah, it felt like a band didn't write it over a certain amount of time. It felt like a singer said, "Do this," and now do this. You know what I
Right.
mean? And they tried to like just translate what he wanted.
You're
You know what I
saying
mean?
He
Or
was
something.
trying to be a natural born thriller.
Yes.
tried.
Guess
Okay,
what?
let's
He
go. Let's
wasn't.
go to the
He
chat
tried.
real fast.
Garbage. He was garbage. I hate you guys for listening to Many Eyes. Anyway, continue.
Vince said, "You forgot what wishes can't mend." What that's I guess that's a new metal, something new metal we were talking about. Mike Rierick is like, yes, metalcore. They don't know about the Bull God.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Vince said, Rage is a rap/rock/funk, but they did wear Adidas.
What is new metal? Oh my god!
You just defined new metal. Thank you. Appreciate it, bud.
Thank you, Rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, so Limp Bizkit isn't new metal? Is that what you're getting at now? Fuck out of here, dude. Jesus Christ.
Mike
Roll
Rurick
up,
says, I can't
Vince.
remember if Spineshank was on the list. Yes, Spineshank
Read a
was on the
book.
list.
Yes, it was.
Vince also
Read
says
a fucking
Spine
book for one.
Spineshake was a CD that only one of your friends had. You knew the band, but we didn't know all the songs. Love Spineshank. When the singer formed Silent Civilian, we opened for them, and my drummer asked if he would play some Spineshank. LOL. Vince said, Rabbit is right. The
That's
three
cool.
the three releases are the only good thing for many eyes.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate that.
Thanks for the validation.
He also said that Better Lovers, White Horse is fire. I agree. I like that song a lot.
Agree.
Fuzz, I thought you said you didn't like that song.
The
Not the
recording.
best song.
Okay.
I thought was it you or someone else that I listened to that said
No,
that they?
I
the
don't care
recordings-
about record. I'm not that human. I like trash recordings. People who are like, "Oh, the production sucks." Fuck those people.
I think I saw a lot of that about Better Lovers. Their production sounded funny, and I was like, again, I don't know anything about music production. I was just like, it
I don't
sounds
know
good
if
to
you guys,
me.
Like, so one of the greatest producers of our time is in their band, and he can make it sound however he
Yeah.
wants. So
Also,
I don't
even if
care.
you
Yeah,
release, even if you release a single,
If
though,
Will Putney thinks it sounds good, it's good.
You're right.
it's
if
good,
you-
and you can
well,
shut the fuck up.
even if you release a single and the full length, it's all still being mixed, right?
Right,
And shit like
Right.
that. So like it could come back even better when the full album comes out. But I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong.
No, but oh god, fuck off.
Anyways, yeah.
Like we have friends that are like, oh yeah, well the sound it's okay. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Jesus
I remember
Christ.
I
If
had a
that's why you
friend,
don't want to
uh,
listen to a record.
I had a friend that
Shut
was
up.
like, I tried to listen to Chamber, but the production value on their songs just doesn't do it for me. And I
Yeah,
was
if
like,
the songs are good,
what
it doesn't
the
fucking
fuck? Like, and it's not. It wasn't like it was trash. You know what I mean? It was just like, I guess it's just not what you are used to with some of your favorite albums at the time, how they sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but go back and listen to your favorite albums from like 2003
Yeah.
or
With
2009.
the Chariot.
They all sound like shit. And we love those
Chariot
albums.
recorded with the Chariot recorded with a trash mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. A mic in the middle of the room.
Yeah, they
Like,
they
I
used
get it.
refrigerator mics.
Yeah, yeah.
Refrigerator
Right.
mics. Okay, this is the newest in
get it.
refrigerator mic technology.
Like I understand it. You like what you like, but like if you're not gonna listen to a record because the production value isn't good,
Yeah.
Up to your
Or a
standards.
watching-
Who the fuck
Right.
are you to have
Bitch,
standards on
dude.
production value?
Yeah.
fuck off.
When
Like,
was the last time you
I don't-
produced a record? But
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you know what? I was in school
oh.
for it for 3 years.
I have a
Yeah,
degree in
exactly.
sound engineering.
I
but I'm not a
dropped- I
fucking
dropped out,
douchebag
though.
about it.
You know that Chariot, that first Chariot record. I can't listen to that EP where they re-recorded those songs because they don't sound right to me.
See, I like the unsung EP better because I hated how garbage.
Oh, I love the garbage. I guess.
I'm someone who's like, as long as it sounds fair, I'm into it. But like when they were like, we did it all in one take, I was like, why? You should have just tried again.
The Dr. Acula.
All the feedback the whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. It's so good. Dr. Acula has an EP, and all those songs sound better before it was on the Below Me album, which the Below Me is good, but like sounds better all shitty. I don't know why.
I mean, you like what you like, and I shouldn't be shitty about.
But I
people
mean-
who critique sound, but like, who the fuck are you to critique sound? Because if you're not recording bands making lots of money, shut the fuck up. Nobody.
But you know,
cares
like the
about your
standard
fucking
now,
opinion.
like 2008 and on, or 2010 and on, it's like even bad stuff sounds pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can name 20 metalcore bands right now that like their records were like, but the sound of it. As soon as I hear it, you know what it is. You know what it is as
Yeah.
soon as it comes on.
Mhm.
So like, whatever. Fuck it, God, just,
your
God,
pills,
uppity-
your pills, flute, get the flute music
in the
going.
forest. We're in the
Good.
forest.
Pills are good.
Yeah, can you, hey Toby, get that Andre 3000 flute?
Yeah.
Can you try and get it on? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
struggling.
dude, that shit to me, like snobs like that shouldn't have a say in what a record sounds like. They make me laugh so much. Oh, it doesn't sound good. Oh yeah, but tell me what you would do different, please. Make it sound better.
Yeah.
with all your
Yeah.
fucking
Just because you have
musical
fucking
knowledge.
garage band in your bedroom doesn't mean you're a fucking music producer.
FL Studio.
FL Studio.
FL Studio. Thank you, Toby. Or Fruit Loops. I use
Fruity Loops, yeah.
Yeah, Fruity Loop.
But anyway, sorry. I'm sorry that I went on that rant. I apologize. Rage
Mike.
Against the Machine is fucking new metal. So
Mike Rearick
Is that where this
says,
came from?
No, we were going through all these comments.
Oh, that's right.
Mike Rearick says, I've liked Better Lovers, just haven't listened to the songs multiple times yet, other than the first single. Vince, it sounded like Keith hired musicians on Fiverr. That's hilarious.
That does sound pretty accurate.
Nailed
though.
it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I got all these whistle tracks that I recorded, and I want you to recreate them on guitar.
it's just him whistling and going dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
He's like, and then he's like, and I'm gonna go, and the mission says, Grandpa hate you. I don't know. I don't know. Vince says, where were we? Vince says, at the gates had budget Swedish recording. Okay. The singer running the mic to produce effects still sounds good. All right. Mike Rearick, I feel the same way. Dog Fashion Disco re-recorded sound. They were great, but I like the older recordings. Damn, you brought up Dog Fashion Disco, bro. That's a fucking old school name.
I can't remember the last time I heard that name.
I think they played in fucking Gainesville, didn't they? Toby?
That one.
Oh, that was the Dog and Pony Show.
Yeah, we had the Dog and Pony Show, which they were sick
Yeah,
too.
Dog and Pony Show.
Yeah, maybe so. Dog Fashion Disco. Maybe they were. That was into new metal, right? Mike Rearick, was that the was Dog Fashion Disco a new metal band?
Yes, they were like a kind of like a Jimmy's Chicken Shack, one of those bands that was around for a second,
Right.
if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Rabbit went to the bathroom, but yeah, next week. What do you guys want to get? Jesse's gonna be on next week. That used to play in Amir, so
Sick.
we're gonna have him
Is
on.
that the old guitar player?
Yeah, and
Can
so
I ask him funny questions that everybody's gonna get mad about?
oh yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know how to answer that now, but I mean, he's super rad. He's been he's been taking a lot of questions about old Amir, and he loves new metal and he loves metalcore. So yeah, we could try to get something.
We're gonna nerd
That'd
out
be
with
fun.
them.
Yeah,
We're gonna, and I won't say anything too embarrassing.
right.
I have my fingers crossed.
I guess I'll get all the info. Like, hey, what can we not ask about? What can we?
Dude,
ask
I'm not
about?
gonna fucking. We're gonna talk about new metal or metalcore. Hell yeah, dude. I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna ask him questions. I'm not that guy.
First
I
question
wanna
out of the
be.
box: how big's your dick?
Yeah, what it
Yeah.
do?
First off, how big's your dick? Second off, how big of a dick is Frankie? Go.
Oh. Listen, we're friends with Frankie on this channel, so
Frankie was cool as
dude.
shit when I met him.
Frankie's cool. Frankie has never done anything bad to me, so I will never hold anything against him. So
But we really should ask him about some Mike Cobb stories. That was the old drummer for Amir, and he was a wild man. He reminded me of the dude from The Birdcage, the guy that's like, "Oh my god." He would literally walk around all day chatting up whoever the fuck would listen, smoking a cigarette, and at one point they told me they were like, "Mike Cobb was on one the other day." Someone came up while he was telling a story, and he goes, "Oh, hello, how are you? All right, goodbye," and then continued his story, like right in the middle of the process. And I was like, "That's Mike. Mike did a good job."
oh yeah.
All right, but yeah, we're gonna have him on next week, and we're gonna jam out with our clam out. But we will. I mean, we could find something to talk about specific with him, or we could send him something to kind of talk.
See what
you
he
know,
wants to
see.
do. Let's
Yeah,
see what he
yeah.
wants to
Let's.
do. How about you ask him
I'll
what he
send
wants to
him.
do?
Yeah. But yeah, tune in next week. It's probably what you think it's gonna be 6:30 next week, next Thursday.
Yeah, better be 6 or 6:30. Yeah.
All right, Fuzz.
Central Standard Time.
Fuzz is the stage manager now for the show. He's like, better be.
Sorry, I like being on time. Excuse me. My bad.
Wow. rude potato.
We doing this again? You gonna do this again? You're being a little bit of a tot right
You
now.
said we were best spuds, dude, and now you're being a fucking rude potato.
You're totally crinkling our friendship right now, bro.
All right.
I'm gonna need
Got
you
me
two to
hanging
hash
on
it
by a
out.
shoestring. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to hash it out, but you got me hanging on by a shoestring. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Oh, thank you for that one. All right. Well, Toby, want to tell them all about your show?
Yeah. So I do a retro video game review show called the Secret Levels Podcast. We go over one game per episode. We let you know the history, the story, the gameplay, and some fun facts, and then we tell you, is it still worth playing? You can also catch me streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/TobyVonDoom. So come follow me. I play some video games. I think I'm going to play Jurassic Park for Sega CD very soon. It's a point-and-click game, and it's awful. So I'm going to struggle. So come watch me get upset about that.
Nice.
What about Fuzz and Rabbit?
Must go faster.
We're in a band.
What's up, nerds? We're in a band called Terminated.
Got it.
It's on
There you go.
Spotify. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on. I don't know what else we're on.
On drugs.
Oh, we're on drugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check us out.
Check us out.
We're on
Hopefully-
hiatus.
Nice, dude.
You know,
JK.
You know how it
Yeah,
is.
dude.
We're just trying to get
Yeah,
some stuff
yeah.
recorded. So
You guys gotta get the band
hopefully-
back together.
the band.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, guys. My name is Michael, aka Rickshaw, and you've been nerding out with Rickshaw. We have all the social medias. You should follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Those are our two biggest ones. And when we do the tier lists, we post them up there on our Facebook. And man, the people started flocking in today to say how wrong we were. But you know what? I like it. I like it a lot. It's just fun to think that like the optimal usage of the internet is to be like, no, you're wrong. No, I'm right. No, you're wrong. No, I'm right. And that's all the internet is for right now, unless you're ordering corn dogs to get delivered to your porch.
That sounds so good right now, dude.
But yeah, guys, also listen to Never Rest. Should be a new something or other coming out soon from the band. Trying to get their asses working on a bunch of new songs, but some people, it's hard to get them to work on songs when they just want to play shows. Yeah, you hear me? You heard me, guys?
That's what's up.
That was up. But anyways, guys, hey, have a good one. Thanks for coming into the chat. Thanks for throwing in your new metal faves in there. Thanks for Dog Fashion Disco. Forgot about that. But anyways, guys, see you later, nerds.